Hello, welcome back. This is a bit of a longer kind of review demo of the NaLex Amp Sims. I really like this setup and I really want to make sure this guy gets his just deserves here. Done an incredible job. So what happens with NaLex is that you've got a couple of things. Number one, if you look at the site, which the links will be below, is that firstly there's a whole bunch of Amp Sims. Right, and it seems if you go back in time, there's also some other VST type stuff which I've not checked out, but I'm sure I will at some point. So what I'm going to focus on today is, if you look at the previous video, which was basically the NaLex Amp Sims in a mixed track, I'll add this at the end of this video again, just so you don't have to jump around. But I'm going to concentrate on this one, the Amplex. And I'm also going to show you some of the others that I have downloaded, including the Pectifier and the Crunchman, which I really like a lot. And then there is also this, is this one? The Gerbert, yeah, which I think is a Diezel. So, nothing to do but show you the Amplex. So essentially you've got a... let me just switch these things off. Okay. So what I've done here, I've used my own IRs. This is a Mesa Boogie 4x12 standard and slanted, oversized slanted, mixed together as the impulse responses. I've got a the Mercurial 808 tube screamer. It's not engaged at this point, and I've also got the one from Ignite Amps, which is a high gain pedal, not engaged at the moment. And this is the Amplex. So the Amplex doesn't work at all without loading a file. These files, if you look at them, they contain, so just so you know, these files are all downloadable from the NaLex website. So these are all presets, essentially full amps. So I'm just going to pull one up. This is the 2120, so 5150 most likely. So if you look at the text file, you'll see that there's actually tons of ohms and resistor values in here. So I've got a suspicion what's happening is that it's just a shell, and you essentially load all the parameters of the amp, you know, all the circuitry in here in a text file, and that is what the amp reads. So if I open this up, it doesn't work. You've got to click here and then choose an amp. So let's go for the 5150 lead. So as you can hear, yeah, so there's a lot of noise in my signal. I've got, when I try and do these videos and the way I want to do them, I've got a bit of a spaghetti junction happening, so excuse the noise, although this is quite a high gain amp, so I guess it will bring in some stuff. So this is so cool. So I've got a suspicion, if you know something about amps and their circuitry, I've got a suspicion that you can literally make up your own text files and amend them and actually load them in and literally, you know, get your own presets. The one I really like here is the Crunchman. It is super. Now I don't have the right caps selected for this to go with it, but never mind. And so let's put in this is just going through a few of these. Really like this whole concept. So what also happened was when I was checking stuff out, I had everything coming through the speakers, not through the headphones. And when I had the monitors on quite loud, and I was getting feedback through the high gain setting, and the feedback sounded pretty realistic. You know that if you get the feedback through the amp sims, they usually just squeal. They don't actually give that nice warm feedback that you would get from an amp. But this was quite different. This was actually, yeah, it was not bad. So there's something in the way that this was designed that is fairly decent. I'll quickly show you the Pectifier. This is a really nice amp. This is obviously a rectifier, Mesa Boogie. Now, what I've done here is I've used Amplitube for the speaker emulation. I don't know why I did. I think I was just messing around with it. I still have that one in there. But anyway, no matter. You can obviously, if you know how to stack your amp sims and cab IRs, you can do this any way you like. So these are now the amps by themselves. So essentially, what I can see is that these are basically loaded into the Amplex here. If you want to just buy a notes file, but obviously these are specific amps. So this is the Mesa Boogie. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so the Gerbert is the one I used for the lead on the mix. Really like this amp. So this is the Diezel, I think, mock copy, whatever you want to call it. And this is the Crunchman. I think the Crunchman is supposed to be a Friedman, and the Friedman is basically a tweaked version of a Marshall 800. So obviously these have got no effects on it. There's no reverb, there's no compression, there's nothing. This is going straight into a recorder out. So what you hear here is literally just the raw kind of guitar, DI, interface, DAW, and then the NaLex and the IRs. The Crunchman has got quite a bit of gain for itself. As you can see in this instance, it's all on 12 o'clock. Not much to say, but wow, okay, so I'm really impressed with this. And it shall be used, as you can imagine. So that's it. In a couple of seconds, there will be the track in these amp sims in a mix track again, just for your listening pleasure. So thank you very much, and till next time.